What is up, world? You are in tune to the Know-It-All podcast, and you got your usual suspects here. I hope you guys had an awesome Father's Day last week. I know I did. I had a great Father's Day. Went to hang out with my sons, and hey, man, but the guys were still here putting in that work. Big G, man, how you doing, man? It's good to see you.
What's cracking, y'all, man? Just a happy weekend going on, man. Had a lot. We just worked 6 days in a row. Today's the first day I've been off actually in about 8 or 9 days. So I'm a little under the weather. I'm a little tired, but I got a chance to relax a little bit. But it's still, you see, I got my beach hat on. It's so hot in Ohio, man. It's ridiculous, man. It is real hot. It's dangerously hot. So anybody that's out there listening to us in podcast land, if you live in Ohio, you need to go indoors right now. You do not need to be outside.
What's dangerously hot?
Dangerously hot is first of all, this ain't a comparison to Texas.
No, I'm just asking.
Anything over 95 degrees with the humidity that Ohio has is dangerously hot.
Well, first of all, I agree because I know how hot and muggy it is in Lima, Ohio. Yeah. You've been in Texas. I've been in Texas. You've been in Lima. I've been in Lima. So I know that I'm not making light. I was just asking what's dangerously hot.
It's too hot for people in Ohio, man, when they don't understand it. We're not used to being able to go outside and fry eggs on the concrete and all whatever else just because of how hot it is all the time. So Ohio.
You mean how cold it is?
Yeah, because it gets extremely cold in here too.
Yeah,
but right now this is a rigid summer, man. So if you're outside, come on inside and listen to the Know-It-All's podcast live, man, and get up underneath some shade because it's hot out there, bro.
Yeah, get under some AC. Big Tate, man, how you doing, baby?
What's up, Ma? What's up, Big G, man? This a heat advisory going on here now, but like Big G said, get on this beach hat, man. Y'all see what I got on, man? I got on the hoodie. You know why? I'm always so cool. I don't got nothing to worry about, man.
Oh, you see what's on my head, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I bet money if either one of y'all step outside, you're gonna catch on fire. If Tate got a sweatshirt on, he gonna go outside and catch on fire. Ma, you just gonna turn into a big bucket of sweat as soon as you step outside. So stop herping.
Right, but I don't got no intentions on going outside.
None whatsoever. I have no desire to go outside.
Hey man, one time, shout out to my dude, man. Me and my wife went to get breakfast this morning at IHOP, just to go. Sitting there waiting on my order. This dude come in, you know, he Nike'd up. Nike t-shirt, Nike shorts, Nike flip-flops, Nike socks. I said, hey, man, you look like an ex-athlete or somebody that likes sports. He said, yeah. I said, you watch podcasts? He said, yeah. I said, tune in to the Know-It-Alls tonight. So he said he was going to be watching. Some dude I don't even know. We just met in that moment. Shout out to the homie man, though.
Shout out, man. Oh, that's good. What's good? Hey, man, we about to get this thing going. Michael Tate said it's hot. Yep. And Tom got the barbecue going, about to hit the saucy on the sauce. Afton, shout out to the chat general. What's going on? How you doing in here? How you doing? We're about to get this thing started, man. First and foremost, before we get started, we gonna start with this. And we are back. I want you to know, I need for everyone, G, you got me. I need for everybody to stop what you're doing right now. Smash the like button. Share with a friend. Tell them the Know-It-Alls are on, and we are about to get it on and popping. Keep the chat popping. Keep the chat live. We have a special guest with us here today. Getting ready to bring her on. Tate, you want to give us the introduction here?
Yeah, man. It's actually our guest is Olympian Damu-Cherry Mitchell, wife of Coach Dennis Mitchell, who's there goes Damu, my sister-in-law. That's my sister-in-law. Her and Genesis Track Club, Star Athletics. The ladies last night, 3 of them were in the 100-meter final. Sha'Carri Richardson, Melissa Jefferson, and TT Terry. They all finished 1, 2, 3 at the U.S. Olympic track trials and all punched their ticket to Paris. So we're gonna talk with Damu about that big thing happening last night. Track and field in general, they got some of the men on their team going tonight. Kenny Bednarik, Kyrie King, Lindsay, she'll tell me the name. Lindsay something. But yeah, so we feel like this is this like breaking news, man. This just happened like 11 o'clock last night. Me and my wife was watching, going crazy, like as they was coming down the last 20 meters. I'm like, we're gonna get all 3, baby. We're gonna get all 3, baby. I was hyped. We probably woke the neighbors up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, we got Damu on to talk about all this stuff before we get off. Get her in and out and get on into everything else that we talk about.
Right, and Damu, we got you here, and you are live with the KnoItAllZ. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Oh man, blessed to have you here. Blessed to have you here. You look like it's so bright and sunshiny. You look like you're comfortable out on the back porch.
I am chilling because y'all are talking about this heat. This heat in Florida has been different, but today it rained most of the day, so I can actually sit outside, but it's still humid, but it's a nice day.
The whole screened in thing to go up and down too. You keeping some heat off you.
You said what? Oh.
What's cracking, Damu, man? Like you said, it's hot. And you know what? I thought you was gonna slide out to Oregon, man. I thought you was, but you chilling in Florida, so it's all good.
I'm going to Paris.
Oh yeah.
I had a choice. The choice was, because they're out there for 2 weeks, and let's be realistic, 2 weeks out of town, it's a lot of money. So I chose Paris for a week. So we're taking my daughter and I. My sister's coming, Valerie Kevin's wife. My sister, yes, she's coming. Yes, so
money too.
Yeah, exactly. So we decided to do that instead. Big facts, that's right. So just being financially responsible, and that way my husband, they could focus, because honestly, he's such a nurturing person that if I'm there and Aaliyah's there, he's going to be worried about what we're doing. And I'm like, nah, we gonna stay home. Y'all get the job done. We'll go to Paris with y'all.
Did they get the first leg of the job done?
Oh yes, gosh, I talk about stress, man.
Yeah.
I was like on 10, like for a week straight. First of all, because Dennis was like, we need to leave now because I'm ready to go. He was like, we could have trials tomorrow. He goes, the waiting is killing me. I said, the waiting's killing me. Can you get on a plane and leave already? So. He said they was ready to go a week ago. They were just going through the motions. He said they just was waiting till it's time for them to let them go.
Hey, Damu, I got a question to ask. When Sha'Carri ran that 10.6, whatever it was, and her shoe was untied, and she stepped out, she made, like, it looked like she almost didn't have a false start, but she stepped wide one time and then just took off and still ran a 10.6.
No, that one was a 10.86.
Yeah, 10.86.
10.86. I thought, I was like, in my mind, I was like, if she truly have untapped potential where we could see like world records and all kind of other stuff fall, because you don't see people have that start that she had and still run that fast. That's unbelievable. So my question is, do you think that she has this totally untapped potential? Because I'm going to be honest, and for the first time, I'm feeling FloJo vibes. And it's been a long time. And so I'm feeling FloJo, and I'm like, man, this young lady is unbelievable. So when you saw that, you were like, yeah, she's the one.
Hey, can I say something real quick, Damu? Because to piggyback on what Big G said, when we watched the race last night and Sha'Carri finished with 10.7, I said, now that was fast. So just imagine what FloJo's 10.48 looked like.
But I think she can do it though. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Damu think. I want to see what she think, because she around her, so she know.
Honestly, yes, this potential is there. The thing that everybody does not realize, and I was talking to my dad about this and my mother-in-law earlier today. When I tell you my husband is a mathematician, It is all the math that goes into it. You to run 10:49, or to even when you're dipping down under 10:8, under 10:9, it's the margin of error is very small. So everything has to be absolutely perfect. All the conditions, every the way you strike the ground, everything you do has to be on that day perfect. Is the potential there? Yes. Will it happen? Only God knows. Because like I said, I'm watching him all the time. He's on his computer with his little Apple Pencil and drawing the angles and where the steps should be, zooming in on their steps. And then they have this new thing, the Dynaspeed they train with. They have the Leela thing. There's just so much that they do. When I go to practice and I'm looking, first of all, it's 1,000 degrees out there. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, because even when I was running with him, we didn't have all the technology they have now. So the stuff that they have and the investments that my husband and Nike and everybody has put into what they're doing is incredible. Incredible. So can it happen? Yes. But when I say every little thing has to be there, every little thing has to be perfect to hit that 10-4. That's why Flojo only did it once. It's hard.
Yeah. So speaking of the race, let's check it out. Let's look at it, and then we'll come back for some more questions. Check.
Man, gave me chills just watching it again. I got chills. I'm like, oh my
God. So many times.
Yeah.
Hey, so you know what though? I just as a side note, all those girls worked real hard to make what happened, manifest what happened last night, right? And
100%.
And me and Valerie were there for the holidays down there in Florida. And Dennis was up on Christmas morning out to the track. They was practicing on Christmas morning. They were practicing on New Year's morning. You know what I mean? So to do all that, you got to put the work in to do it. And they putting in the work, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. They are. Like you said, Christmas, we had practice. And Dennis goes, because I asked him, I said, y'all going to practice? He goes, is Christmas what day is Christmas on this year? Is it during the week? Then yeah. What are you talking about?
Right.
So he's like, all of us. And the way he presented that to me, because when I first started training with him, that was my family gave me a hard time about missing Christmas holidays because, you got to be with your family, got to be with your family. Yes, you do. But when your job is the type of job that you have where your life is literally decided by thousandths and hundredths of a second, everything you do matters. So I remember they would be upset with me because I wouldn't come home for Christmas. But he goes, when they see you on TV and you crossing that finish line, they're going to forget about it. That was just one day. You can go to their house and visit them next week or another time, a day off that you have from practice. He goes, so it's the little things that he teaches his athletes that it matters. Every little thing you do.
Yeah, it's the small foxes. I have a question, and it's about tonight. You got athletes going tonight. They got people who are competing. Jamaica looks like they're back. Who's going to be like the main person? Who do you think is the main person that is a threat to Team USA on the men's side?
Honestly, like in the 100, our guys, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not being biased, but nobody's talking about Courtney Lindsay. Like nobody, like no disrespect in the race yesterday when they were highlighting the high school kid. I think he's amazing as well. Yeah. But I was like, wow, y'all not going to mention that Courtney Lindsay is like has the second fastest time in the world this year. You're not going to talk that he ran 19.7. We're not going to talk about that. Like, so I was like, okay, noted. And then Kenny Bednarik, underdog always. He has 2 silver medals in the Olympics, yet we just kind of brush over him. Yes, KnoItAllZ is a great athlete. Don't get me wrong. Christian Coleman, great athlete. It's going to be a dog fight tonight, okay? But I got us going. I got us in that top 3 at least. And then, you got Kyrie King too. I got us in that top 3. I don't know how it's going to play out. We don't know. Like I said, it comes down to that execution, but I'm not betting against my people, period.
Love it.
It's going to be us. It's going to be Star Athletics, men and women, period. Like,
love it, love it, man. Love it.
Well, Damu, I got a question, and I think that a lot of the people that listen to us and watch us don't really know this aspect of track, right? We know baseball and football and college football and all whatever else. We know what happens in between innings and when they change quarters and halftime. But I want you to take us behind, because I noticed something last night when watching the races. As soon as they were done and they did their interview with NBC, they rushed them into a tunnel. They were in a tunnel backstage in somewhere, right? You've been there before. You've done that before. So I want you to tell the people that's listening to us and watching us what happens in between races. Because I know Dennis coaches. I know he does that. You already said he got the tablet and all whatever else. But what really goes on? Because I think that's the most critical part from what I've seen in track, the adjustment. Once you run those first heats and then you get to the finals. So what type of adjustments and what actually goes on in that locker room area?
Well, a lot of times during the rounds, it's usually you have a lot of press back there. When I tell you it's a tunnel you walk through, it's media everywhere, lights. It's just people wanting to do interviews. Yeah. And so one thing that Dennis does with his athletes, he says, look, you could do maybe 1, maybe 2, but don't stand there and talk to all them people. You got to keep it moving. You got to get back to this warm-up area, and we got to get on the table. You got to get your massage. You got to get whatever you need to do to get yourself ready for that next round. Yeah. But then last night, when you saw them in the tunnel after the final, they go in there. Of course, you talk to the press. That is just going to be media. And then from there, they stop you and they take you to a press conference. If you go on YouTube, I'll find it and send it to you, Kevin. But they go into a press conference so that you have all the media there asking 50,000 questions about everything that you're doing. And then from the press conference, from there, they have to go to drug testing. So mind you, as soon as you win and you cross that line, obviously top 3 right away, you're getting drug tested. So they get a person, they're like attached to you. So they follow you around, this random person that you don't know, because you have to go to the bathroom in front of them. So, well, not literally in front of them, but kind of in front of them. They're watching. Yeah,
they view it. They watch it.
Yeah, they're watching. It's kind of, and it's either blood and urine, it's all of it. So they're following you all the way to getting your cool down lap, to your massage, to your celebrations, until you go to the bathroom. Honestly, I don't miss that part, but that's the thing that you have to do. Then from there, usually like last night, Nike had a quick little celebration for the girls. So Dennis said they went over and they had a nice dinner. So they probably didn't get back in. I think it was like almost 1:00 in the morning, their time. It's a lot of things you have to do. And then today they have to go to team processing. So team processing is a whole another thing where you get your flights, you get they give you your uniform stuff, all the things you need to take with you on the plane. And that's a whole nother 2-hour incident. Then you have to go to Nike, cause we're a Nike team. Then you go to Nike. Nike has a celebration for you. And then luckily Snoop Dogg is there. So Dennis actually just sent me some pictures not too long ago. They all got pictures with Snoop Dogg and Colin Kaepernick. So that was pretty cool that they're even at our sport now. Wow. So you have a lot of things you have to do. And on top of that, guess what? They have to come back and run this 200 meter first round, I believe, tomorrow and do it all over again.
Wow. So quick, we have a question from the chat. Tim Lyons asked, they don't test before they run?
You're always drug tested all the time. And yes, they do test through the rounds. It's random. So you could be in your hotel room and they knock on the door. That's why they have to do whereabouts. It's a little app that tells USADA where you're at. So you better be in place so they can find you. And they do test before as well. But like I said, you may or may not get tested. Who knows? Yeah. You just got to you just never know when they're going to knock on that door.
Yeah. Kevin?
Yeah. So Damu, you don't miss, having that little person you don't know following you around watching you use the bathroom. No. Do you miss anything about competition? I remember some epic battles between you and Lolo Jones back in the day.
Big facts.
Around for some of them Christmases that you missed too. So going back to that stretch where you was like really one of the best in the world at your event, the 100 meter hurdles. Do you miss anything about the actual competition of it? And can you get out there and do it today? You looking like you're in good shape.
I'm in good shape. I work out, but I work out to be at home watching on TV. I work out 3-4 days a week. I do, because I really want to stay in shape. So I do work out. But you ask me to get out there and run them hurdles, I will be in the hospital. I don't think I hydrate enough for that. But I miss it. Yes, I miss the competition. I don't miss training. When I was at the track the other day with them, and they were getting ready, they were out there from 9 a.m. They didn't get home. I left before them. It was 2:30 in the afternoon. So they were out there just grinding. Dennis had it, and Sharif had their iPads. They got all this equipment, all this stuff. They reading numbers, tracking numbers, doing all this stuff. I don't miss that part because that part is long. I don't miss that training. It's hard. But when I was watching that practice, y'all, I called this a week ago. I said, Dennis, we were standing in the kitchen. I said, y'all gonna sweep this. And he's like, don't talk about that, Damu. Don't talk about it. He's like, he just rushes outside. He's like, we just need to get through these rounds and execute. I said, I don't know. I feel like y'all finna sweep. He's like, Damu, stop.
Great confidence. And another thing, no disrespect to, and we talked about this earlier to Bob Kersey and Boogie Johnson out of Arkansas, but Dennis Mitchell, the best coach in the United States, man, track coach.
Big facts. Big old super big facts. Big facts. I wish I had a sign that said big.
Hey, you hear that, KnoItAllZ fan? Not Damu's husband. My brother-in-law, the best track coach in the United States of America.
In the whole world.
How about we say the world? Let's say the world.
In the world, Craig. In the whole world.
But if you ask me who the track coaches is everywhere else, I don't know them. So that's why I didn't go there.
Oh, okay. I will say this. This is crazy, but Dennis been at this game for a long time. Long time. He literally started running track when he was 5 years old. And one of the things me and his mom, my mother-in-law, were talking about today, she was like, Damu, Dennis been coaching since he was in high school. Him and his high school coach used to go at it because he wanted to be the coach. Even then, he was coaching himself how to do things. I am so sorry about these dogs. Please forgive me.
Take you having a little rascals run around the show.
So Dennis has been doing this his whole life. And when we started the track club and when we said, okay, we're going to start this and we're going to build this team, it was a dream at first. And then he was like, nah, we're going to do this. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's make this a bona fide business. And we did. And then from there, we were like, okay, he used to work with high school kids. We're like, okay, no more high school kids. Cause he's like, I'm too old. I can't be at this track all day and night anymore. So we got Kaylin through high school. She went pro. And then from there, we were like, okay, then we're going to be a strictly professional club. And that's when Nike came on board. And Nike, obviously he's a Nike coach. And he said, I just want to build a dynasty. That's why we Star Athletics. We build stars. We make stars. And it's not that, it's just also that God is part of the whole process. It's not us. We just live in the dream through him. So that's the biggest thing. But man, I just knew it was going to be something. And now now we have a whole squad. And that's the hard part, the different personalities and managing different people. We've had a lot of athletes come and go, and that's just how it is. But once you get this group we have now, they all get along. That's number one. They actually work together. They're a team. There's no hate. Everybody is pushing each other every day. And that's the first time I can say I've seen a whole group can work together like that. And especially you have girls, they could get catty. It's none of that. It's none of that. And I think that's the biggest thing. And he preaches family. We have family. That's what we call the block. The block is hot. You guys know what that means. Around the block, when you little, everybody on the block, that was your people, right? So that's what we always call ourselves, the block. So.
Okay, Damu. So I got a couple more questions before we take you out. Let you go.
Okay.
That's Dennis. We didn't say it yet. Was the track coach of the year last year?
Yeah, he was Nike coach of the year.
Right. So last night was a great start to a repeat of that.
We'll see. We'll see.
And the positivity that comes from bro. Ma, you got the clip of his acceptance?
1 second.
But yeah, and then my last question I was gonna ask. Now, I know when he was running, Dennis was Justin's coach, Justin Gatlin.
Yes.
Is Justin the only person to beat Usain Bolt?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
When Bolt was at his prime, obviously. You know,
In
I'm
his
sure Bolt
prime.
lost. Yeah.
That is the interesting caveat. But here we got the track coach of the year speech. Here we go.
I can give anyone in this room any advice. Don't let life mess you up. It's your life. You take that life and you drive it, and you push it, and you take the things from it that are going to make you who you want to be. The other thing that life can do, life can make you happy, or life can make you unhappy. And one thing that I strive to do throughout everything that I've been through is that every day when I get up and try to be happy. Because you cannot wait to go and be happy. You have to be happy on your way to happy.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. He was preaching in there, wasn't he? He said,
Big fact.
Man, there's so much behind that. So much behind that.
I thought he was going to get an offering. I thought he was going to take an offering right after that. Brother was preaching.
I think that's a positive message at the first break. We know Maya got something for the end of the show. So, but no, Damu, I just want to thank you for joining us on such short notice. You know, we was in the family group chat last night talking about the track meet stuff like that, and I said, "Hey, Damu, you want to come on the podcast tomorrow?"
I was like, yeah, let's go.
Let's go. So we definitely appreciate you having me. That's all I got, guys. Y'all can finish up with if you got anything else.
Yeah, Damu, I really appreciate you for coming on such short notice. You always give us great insight. You always let us know what to expect, and I'm excited for hearing you. You saw it real time, and you're saying that they're gonna sweep. I'm with it. I'm 100. I'm 10 toes down. I support what you're saying. I believe it. So you got my faith. My faith is connecting with your faith, and I'm gonna send it all the way over there to Paris.
And tonight we for these guys, we just need to be top 3. We just need to get them in there.
Yeah, so everybody watching the know-it-all, when y'all get done watching us tonight, sometime around what time the men's?
They comes on at 8:45 tonight. That's the semi. So right when that comes on, y'all gotta be ready because that's gonna be the men's semifinals kicks off first, and then you have later tonight. You have the finals of the 100. I think that's at 10:30. Can I forget?
Okay, and we got
sending out.
Kenny.
Oh, here we go. I got it right here. The men's 100 is at 8:48. The semifinals and the finals is at 10:49 p.m. It's on NBC.
All right, y'all heard that 8:48, and then at 10:49
is the men's 100-meter final.
10:49, and you got to be on time. You need to be on time because it's going to be prompt. She said it's going to be prompt.
Yeah.
Again, we thank you so much, Damu, for coming. We thank you for your time. We know your time is valuable. We'd love to have you back again. So when you're ready, you got to come back.
When you get back from Paris.
That's a bet right there. That's a bet.
Yeah. So when we get back from Paris, let's chat. But thank you guys for having me as always. It's always a great time.
Congratulations and thank you again. We really appreciate you.
All right, sis. Thank you.
But really quick, before I go, I know we're concentrating on the 100, but y'all know I used to run the hurdles, right? So we also have a hurdler, Tania Marshall. She's going to be running at the end of the week. So keep prayers out for her as well, and our guys and girls running the 200.
Her name one more time, Tonia
Marshall.
Tonia Marshall.
Yeah.
What school did she go to?
Sounds
She went to LSU.
Okay.
Tigers. Okay,
yeah. Her and Sha'Carri both went to LSU.
Already.
If you're a Tiger, you're already fast.
Yeah. So we still got more going on next week. So keep us in your prayers and thank you.
We'll do.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you, man. Yes, ma'am.
Big G, take us to commercial, man.
Thanks again for watching part 1 of the KnoItAllZ podcast this week on Fans First Sports Network and Chilltown Hoops. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break. If you're listening to us wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and or Spotify, check on back with the KnoItAllZ podcast after this quick commercial break, and we'll be back.
Man, you guys, I'm telling you, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this year's Olympics, man, and definitely excited.
I don't want to say it in front of Damu, but I'm gonna be hating on that Adidas dude, dog. I'm gonna be hating on Lyles, dog. Even though he's an American, I want him to win, dog. You need to get that Adidas on out of here, dog. Don't get your Nike swoop in your life, dog. Come on over to the Squizard. We don't need you with all them off brands over there representing America. It's the Nike swoop or nothing. I don't want to say it in front of Damu, but he got them Adidas on, dog. You look odd. Get you some dang on Nikes on your feet, bro.
Well, they all Americans, Big G. It's the USA trial.
Yeah.
But so in the race tonight, I mean, so,
Yeah.
but yeah, KnoItAllZ are beasts, but Adidas is a German company.
Yeah, get it out. Get the Nike.
It's kind of like Nehemiah having Apple and you went around with his Android.
Kind of just like
that's
that.
big trash.
Kind of just like that.
That's
Kinda
total
just
trash.
You like the KnoItAllZ the smartphone.
You know what? He's the fastest of the fastest. He's the fastest of the fastest. So
Hey,
yeah, I'll take that, but I don't want.
listen.
I want the Nikes, dog. I want the Nikes.
Listen, we lost another great this week, man. And say hey Willie, man. It's one of them things where Willie Mays is one of the greatest to ever do it. Tate, read that stat line for me, man.
Well, his batting average 301 lifetime. It's 3293, 660 home runs, 1909 RBI, 339 stolen bases. This is the one that get me. 24 All-Star appearances.
Wow.
Two NL MVPs, and that little guy that's sitting with him got 7 NL MVPs when he grew up.
Big facts.
Wow.
There, people don't even know who that is, Tate. Well, they got the name up there.
Right.
But if you just do the picture, people didn't know that's old Bobby Bonds' baby boy Barry. Barry Bonds did the picture when he was a little fella.
Yeah. I mean, we lost him. Everybody knows those iconic pictures and iconic videos of him running backwards, making that catch. I mean, Willie Mays, man, one of the greatest to ever do it, man. Just one of the greatest to ever do it.
Not one of the greatest. The greatest.
The greatest.
Not one of. The numero uno. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Thomas said, what do you mean one of the greatest? He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Ruth, Hank, and Ted didn't play defense or run the bases like Willie. This is the truth.
Can you imagine? I just want y'all to think about this. Can you imagine, first of all, if Willie Mays wouldn't have had to go serve in the military? That's number one. Can you imagine if he didn't have to go serve in the military? And then number two, could you imagine if Willie Mays would have played in the 80s and the 90s? What you would have saw? A lot of us don't have the context of it because we didn't really see him play. So you have to do like highlight films, listen to other people say what they have to say concerning baseball, put his stat lines up against, but then there's asterisks all in there because, like I said, the dude went and served in the military, and he still came back and killed him. So I'm like, man, listen.
It's kind of like Ali. Ali, same thing, abbreviated career, but still the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Took a lot of breaks inside of it.
And what do we call Ali in his sport?
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
He's the old cheese, man. Get him out there. So he's him. He's the greatest baseball player to ever do it. Nobody's ever going to pass him.
Thomas said Willie might have legit broke Babe Ruth's home run record before Hank, if not for the war.
That's big facts.
Yeah,
Thomas.
I got Barry Bonds being the second baseball player of all time behind Willie Mays. Barry Bonds got 14 All-Star games. Willie Mays got 24.
20. Makes no sense.
He done dubbed up, bro. I'm like, listen, man. Willie, like I said, you could just go on and on and on and on about the accolades. But, bro, in my opinion, this is the only sport where there's no debate. In my opinion, there ain't nothing to talk about.
There ain't
nothing to talk about.
You say some hot stuff every week. I gotta agree with you there, though.
It's fair. It's really fair to say. It's really fair to say. Switching gears, you guys. LA has a new coach. Do we think that he's a puppet? Do we think JJ Redick is a puppet?
We already know JJ Redick is the puppet. Why? What do you mean? LeBron handpicked that dude, bro.
Oh my God.
What did he say?
Why are we doing this, Claude?
Put him in. Just stop. Just stop the show right now and put him in. Put him in right now. Right now. You can wait, bro. Put him in right now.
I don't understand,
Oh
Claude.
my goodness, bro.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's like you just want to go, man. It's like
Let me just go ask you too by Slowpoke
in
Rodriguez.
the Matrix.
Yeah, I think he likes it over there, bro. I think he likes it because there's no freaking way.
Even your Matrix roommate, Tim Lyons, said Willie Mays is the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Claude? So I just want to know, Claude, who's your GOAT? Before we even start talking about the NBA, who is your GOAT?
I like that, Rob. I like that, Mr. Lightfoot.
What he
Josh
said?
Gibson. I get it. It's good to say. Josh Gibson is good to say. We just didn't get a chance to see how great he was in the Negro League, but he's like that, right? But you know what Willie did? His resume speaks for itself.
I will say this. Friend of the show, our dude, Mr. Luke Atkinson, Negro League Hall of Famer, said Willie Mays is the best he ever seen.
Big facts. Look what Claude said. Look what Claude said. Look what he said.
I mean, we got it, man. Hammer and Hank, he's like that. I love him too. He was a Brave. I love him too, but Willie Mays is like that, man. Willie Mays is like that.
Claude.
Like Thomas said, he couldn't play defense like Willie Mays, though.
Right.
No way.
Right. So we got the new hire, JJ Redick, and they're talking about hiring Rajon Rondo as an assistant. I do believe this is, I do believe it's a puppet kind of thing, a puppet move. Same kind of thing with Jason Garrett when he was with the Cowboys. It's like, it's somebody who you could control and you don't have to worry about. I don't know how I like this move, man. Then there was a trade that went down. Caruso.
Wait. Hold on. The move makes sense for LA. Before you go to the trade, the move makes sense because there's no expectation on JJ Redick. If he wins and LA is successful, he looks like what's my man down in Miami Tate? Eric, what's his name? Spoelstra. He looked like Eric Spoelstra. If he loses, then they get rid of him. But it makes sense because there's no expectation, and the fact of that they couldn't get old boy out of UConn, Mr. Hurley, because Hurley wasn't giving up that type of control for the Los Angeles Lakers basketball team. He was going to run his program with and without LeBron.
Well, when you say a puppy, now with Dallas and the Jason Garrett analogy, I get it. Jerry Jones was going to be having his hand up his back, moving that puppy, right?
Big facts.
But right now in LA, who controls the puppy? It ain't Jeannie Buss. It ain't Rob Palinka. They're not trying to control nothing that go on
the Cane. If he's still there.
Oh, you call him the King? You call him the King?
His nickname's always been the King.
No, I'm not talking about the nickname. I'm talking about what you're calling him.
Oh, no. I mean, MJ is still the greatest of all time, but he's the King.
So you saying LeBron will be on the court? You saying LeBron will be running practices?
Not that he's running practices, but just do anything LBJ tell him to do, man.
And they hiring a first-time coach with no experience. You know what I mean? Who never coached, no high school, no nothing, no college, no nothing. I think they should just let LeBron be player coach. You know Russell did it.
Really? Yeah. Really? I ain't gonna argue with it. Really? I mean, that's what they should do. But again, the only trade that's done happen in the NBA is Caruso was traded from the Bulls to OKC for Josh Giddey. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that's a really good move. I think OKC benefits from picking up Alex Caruso. What you think, G?
It made all the sense in the world because the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, so listen, last year was the experience. They saw in their mind they're chasing the Mavericks. Who was the weak link for the Dallas Mavericks when they played OKC? It was Josh Giddey. They exposed him. So now you're bringing in a guy that we dare you to leave this guy open in the corner. We dare you to not, because that's what Dallas did to him. They were like, you ain't going to shoot. Me and my daughter did the research this morning. Giddey averaged like 5 or 6 points a game, and his minutes were under 15 minutes per game during that playoff series for the Mavericks. So it makes sense to bring in that type of player because Caruso, you ain't going to punk him.
No.
And he's going to be aggressive, bro.
Yes.
He's going to play aggressive defense, and he's going to shoot. So it makes sense, but the Oklahoma City Thunder still are retooling. They still got to get a couple more pieces because right now the Dallas Mavericks is the hunted. They're not the hunter anymore. They're the hunted. So now teams are going to shift. We got to beat them.
Yeah.
So the move makes all the sense in the world. Makes all the sense in the world.
Clark, now you redeemed yourself here, man. You redeemed yourself. You're absolutely right. How do you hire him? And Mark Jackson is available. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense at all. Tate, you have a say on this Josh Giddey trade?
Man, y'all gotta come to the basketball guru of the group.
Tate, your mic is jacked. Something going on, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't want you to sound bad because your takes be good, bro.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
A lot better. That's a lot better. Yeah, go ahead.
Since Big G said that, I won't even say it again, but I will. You know you have to come to the basketball guru of the group. Well, look, the Josh Giddey trade is good for Oklahoma because now they get a more experienced wing defender to go along with what's my boy name? Lou Dort.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be heavy on the wings. And they got your boy, the tall dude, rookie last year.
Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren back there in the paint blocking shots.
Mm-hmm.
And for them also, it was a salary move. Josh Giddey was up to get the bag. Now,
He gets no bag.
Some Big G. He gonna make more than Caruso make.
Yeah, that's facts, but he ain't gonna get nothing from OKC.
That's why they traded. They don't have to pay him. Get something instead of not getting nothing and letting him go because you're not gonna pay him.
Yeah.
So they got a valuable piece. They'll be better because of the next year.
Yeah.
Tom said OKC got a fault of picks and Chicago didn't get one. OKC fleeced them.
Yeah.
I got it.
They did, but Caruso was he undrafted?
Yeah.
He
He was undrafted.
was undrafted, and Giddey's a lottery pick. They got a lot of upside. Chicago's going to go through a rebuild.
Yeah. FJ 3000 said, can we stop talking about Mark Jackson? It's been 10 years since he had a job. He's officially been blackballed for whatever reason. I don't know. You're absolutely right there. So.
Hey, thank you, FJ 3000. I've never seen you on the podcast before, so thank you for the comment. And you're absolutely right about Mark Jackson.
He has been blackballed, but from things I've heard, is because of his stance on homosexuality, homosexual relationships.
Yeah.
When he was coaching with Golden State, and they had one of them Collins twins, one of them boys. He was gay, right? He was openly gay.
He was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Told him he was going to go to hell and all kind of other stuff. Now, that's Mark Jackson's personal belief. He probably shouldn't mix that with NBA business, but I hear that's why he's been being blackballed.
Shouldn't have took that one to your job if that's the reason. I get it.
Yeah.
He said it. He's evangelizing in locker room. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth though. I mean, I'm gonna stand 10 toes on what I believe anywhere that I am. I'm gonna be me, right? But as when you're at your job, there's certain ethics that you have to kind of abide by, and I get it, man. So listen, here's the deal. I gave Big G a task. I don't think he understood the task. I don't think he understood the task at all. What we were trying to ascertain was who has the best roster out of any NBA team of all time. Like if you took all-time Lakers, because I've done this, I played it on 2K, and I'll tell you how it shook out later. But if you took all of the rosters, if you took all of them and you put them together, right? Who has the best roster of all time? I came down with 12.
Starting five.
Starting five, and then
the whole team.
We can talk about bench two. If you remember the bench, we can talk about bench two. I came up with 12. There's 12 teams that if you put them in a tournament, hey, some surprises are happening. So I'm going to run down this 12 real fast, and we're going to start with, 14, I'm sorry. And we're going to start with this team, the Miami Heat. starting 5 here. We got
First
Hardaway.
round exit.
You think? First
First
round?
round exit.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead and read it off. Go
So
ahead.
you got Tim Hardaway, you got Dwayne Wade, you got Miami, and we all agree that Miami Heat LeBron was the best version of LeBron, right?
First round exit. They don't see no part of the Final Four.
Athletically, yes.
Okay. All right. So then you got you have Alonzo Mourning, you have Shaq, you got Ronnie Cycling on the bench. You have what's my man who's there right now? Because he's gonna be on this team.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets is on the bench.
Yeah, you got Jamal Mashburn on the bench.
Yeah, you got. I mean, so you got some help on the bench. So
First round exit.
first round. exit.
Adios, muchachos, to that squad, dog. They stand no chance. They're not in the Final Four. Get them gone.
Out of here. All right. Next team, Indiana Pacers.
First round exit.
Keep it moving.
What?
Keep it
First
moving.
round, go ahead, read it off. Go ahead, you can read them
With
all.
Halliburton? With Halliburton on
First
there?
round exit.
All right.
First
Okay.
round, get them gone.
So let's talk.
Semifinals.
So let's talk.
This
This
one
is a
looks better.
semifinal team.
This is they're gonna win one, huh? This team gonna win a game.
Big G, I think you can. I bet Ma can't tell me who the top row forward is in the middle.
Oh, I know exactly who
I
that
bet
is.
you could. I bet Ma can't tell me. Little whippersnapper.
Yeah,
You don't know.
I don't know who that is. I'm trying to.
Go ahead, tell me.
I'll read it off, man. I'm gonna read them left to right.
Okay, go
Oscar
ahead.
Robertson, Sidney Moncrief, Marcus Johnson, Giannis, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is your top row, bro. Tate boy fresh. I know them basketball facts, bro. And then the bench is Drew Holiday, Ray Allen, Mike Redd. Who is that? I can't see because the comment is up there.
That's
Middleton.
Yeah, Kate Middleton and Bob Lanier. Bob Lanier was a baller. Yeah,
hey, Big G.
yeah.
I'll put Terry Cummings on there over Middleton.
Ooh.
I sure do. Matter of fact, Terry. Yeah, I sure do. I got another guy too that I want to put on that team, but I'm just gonna see who Tate say.
Thomas said you're not scoring in the paint on the Bucks. Oh my God.
Hey, Milwaukee, nice.
Ricky Pierce. Come on.
That's who I need to put on this squizard. Holiday up out of there, dog. Holiday up out of there.
Dogs for no reason.
Yeah, get Ricky Pierce on that squad. And Tate, Paul Pressey knocking on the door.
He knocking on the door.
Paul Pressey knocking on the door.
He knocking on the door. All right, so how far does this team get?
Get him out of here.
First round exit.
First round?
First round exit. Yeah, first round exit.
First round?
First round is exit. Get him
out.
Get
out of
him
here. All right. So this team.
First round exit.
You got Michael Finley on there?
First, he don't even. That's Mark Aguirre.
That's Mark Aguire's spot. I think Mark Aguirre will take his spot. Or Roy Topley. One of the two. Roy Topley.
Or Jamal Mashburn and Jimmy Jackson better than Michael.
And so they're all on the bench, though.
And Jason Kidd might take Steve Nash's spot.
So if we rotate this roster, do they win a game? Does this team win a game?
They out of there, bro. Get them gone.
Really?
They out of there.
14 teams, you said, so it's going to be 7 losers. That's probably one of the losers.
Yeah, they gone. Losers bracket. Gone.
Wow. Okay. All right. So this team, this is a dangerous team, buddy.
Yeah, this team gets a dub. This team, they win a first round game. Gary Payton, but Mom, you done messed up the starting lineup again.
No, we didn't mess up a starting lineup. It's a mix of all of the team.
He got all Sonics and got all of OKC.
Right.
No, but I'm saying and on the Sonics, Gus Williams ain't starting. The two guards is Dennis Johnson and Gary Payton. Then Gus Williams might go to the bench. DJ won MVP. What is you talking about?
Big G,
what do you mean?
Let me throw another potential substitute shooting guard up there.
Who?
Dale Ellis.
Dale Ellis.
Yes.
Yep.
Dale Ellis, Dennis Johnson,
the
Gary
rifleman.
Payton.
I like it.
Douglas Shrimp, Sean Kemp, Sigma. Yeah, X-Man need to be on the squad.
But
Xavier McDaniel.
You know Kevin Durant starts. So Gary Payton will start.
And Kevin Durant did play for the Sonics for one season.
Right. Yeah, he did.
So you know, I mean, if you put all of them together, the starting lineup, you know, you're gonna have KD in there.
And Shea need to be on that team too. Shea on that team. Shea on that team.
Has Shea done enough to be on
he
that
on
squad?
that team. Shea on that team, bro.
He over there over Gus Williams, and you left Shea and Dennis Johnson on.
Yeah, Shea on that squad, dog. They nice. That's why they get a dub.
Tim Lyon said, "You crazy? They gonna win the game." Dirk and Luka. You know,
put him to the island.
Put
him to the island, bro.
In a tournament, Dirk and Luka both gonna get put in the blender.
They're gonna expose them.
Expose them bad.
They're gonna expose them bad. Yeah.
Peyton, Shea, Durant, Kemp. Wow, that's a lineup. It is.
They getting the squad. They getting a dub. They getting a dub. Second round for them.
Big G, I know this gonna hurt you to see this, but Tate, it's a pretty good team, man.
Man, get their ass. Oh, I want to start cussing. Get them out. Get them to the guy here. First round exit, bro.
Oh no, I think they're gonna win one, dog.
They going to the crib.
I think they're gonna win one, man.
They going to the crib, man.
Willis Reed, Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony, they gonna win one, bro.
You got Fly, you got Earl the Pearl.
Yeah, they gonna win one, man.
You know why they going to the crib? Because number 3 in that left-hand corner, he gonna mess it up. That's why he don't deserve to be on that squad, dog. I put is Spreewell on there. Get John Starks out of there. Give me Spreewell, dog. If you take Starks out and put in Spreewell, then maybe.
I got it. Even that's the Butcher, right?
Yeah, Dave the Butcher. Yeah,
I got to go with, and the Butcher was a beast, but I got to go with Larry Johnson over him.
Yes, you know, that was one of the things that I said I would change when I found that. I said I would change that, and Grandmama had to be on that spot.
Where Anthony Mason at?
Mason went there. Can you put him over anybody?
Well, I'm saying the squad gonna carry 12. Mason on the squad.
Okay. Well, he'd be on the bench.
Mason on the squad.
He'd be on the bench.
Him and Jalen Brunson. Put him on the squad.
Next team.
Biased, but yeah, Jalen Brunson.
Next team. How they doing? How they doing? Talk to me.
Ooh.
That's winning a round.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why Rudy Tomjanovich on the bench though.
Yeah, get him this.
Who would you have as a coach?
Well, no, I see, but he on the bench as a player. That's him too.
Oh yeah, he is there on the bench.
Yeah, get him. He ain't no player on that team, but that team nice though. That team could get to the semifinals. So far, who I got for the semifinals? I said Seattle. Yeah, Houston. That Houston squad might be on the semifinals.
Houston is
I got my boy Vernon Maxwell over Rudy as a player.
Put it back up one more time. Put it back up.
That's a forward. So you would have to bring in a forward, and I don't know who, but Clyde Drexler, he won one, so he would classify. I would put well, he's there. He's there as a
Where's
guard.
Stevie Franchise at? Where's Stevie Franchise at?
Franchise ain't there.
Franchise got to be on it. Is T-Mac on there? Where's T-Mac?
T-Mac is there.
You old enough to remember? You also remember Robert Reed? Remember Robert Reed?
Oh, he was at number 50.
Yes,
number 50.
On the mid-level teams,
pull up.
Well, I got to tell you, the top 4 teams are these top 4 teams, and I can't see anybody beating them. So here we go. We'll start.
Wait. Bulls, Spurs, Lakers, Celtics.
That's bias. Come on, let's go.
I'm just saying, but somebody will be left out because if it's not one of them, it's one that's left out.
Yeah. Here you go. You ready? Well, it's the last. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5.
Oh, when you said 4, I know all 5 then. Golden State, the other one.
Ooh, I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't think they can beat these jokers.
Hey, this squad's in the semifinals, bro. This squad, because there's so many dogs that's on the bench for the 76ers. It's unbelievable. They don't. Hey, that's semifinals, Tate.
Yeah, no, I agree. I forgot about Philly. So he one good team is left off out the 5 I said.
Yeah,
shoot 2, but if Golden State ain't up there, Golden State gone too. They cooked.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's four left. So One of the 5 I said, I didn't say Philly. We're gonna be missing one.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
The next one, Dogs.
No, that Philadelphia team would mop them.
No, they would not.
Will Chamberlain and Moses Malone at power forward and center? Have you lost your mind? They would mop them.
David Robinson.
Allen Iverson would mop Tony Parker.
No.
Dr. J would mop Kawhi Leonard. They would mop them. That's bias. That's big bias.
The only one of all the matchups that Philly win, I mean that San Antonio wins is Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, you got Gervin on the bench though. You got Gervin coming off the bench.
Look what Philadelphia got on their bench. Charles Barkley might not even start on that team.
No,
Barkley's coming off the bench. Bro, if you go Will Chamberlain, Moses Malone, Dr. J, you bring Barkley off the bench. Barkley got Iceman. He got it. But David Robinson and Tim Duncan ain't got nothing for Moses Malone and Will Chamberlain. They ain't got nothing for him.
You got Sean, what's the boy name from Arizona?
Sean Elliott ain't got
Sean Elliott on the bench.
They got Bobby Jones on the bench.
You got Vinny the Black.
They got Bobby Jones
on the bench.
No, bro, that's biased.
You got the big boy now on the bench. The big
San Antonio does not make the Final Four over the Philadelphia 76ers. That's biased, bro. That's biased.
You talking about they got Wemby on the bench? They got Embiid on the bench in Philly.
Yes, man. They got Joel. They got Joel and Daryl Dawkins. They got Daryl Dawkins, Joel Embiid, Moses Malone, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Listen,
it's over.
Listen, Linda. Listen, that's a good Spurs team, and they'll have a dang good bit.
They'll win a game. They'll win a game, but I still say
I still say they top 5. I won't argue that
they'll win a game.
I won't argue that they won't switch. I won't argue that they won't switch with Philly. But they're top 5.
If we going off championships, they top 5 for real.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Number 3.
Too high.
No. Ooh. MVP D Rose. Money.
There's a lot going on.
Pippen.
Right there,
Rodman.
Going on. It's a lot going on right there. It's a lot. They Final Four.
What's his name? What was his name?
Artis Gilmore.
Artis Gilmore. Yeah.
53 Artis Gilmore with the big pork chop sideburns.
Yeah.
The big pork chop. But they bench is suspect though.
Bench would be. They'd have Jimmy.
Got a suspect bench.
Jimmy Buckets. Noah. What's his name? Yakeem
Noah.
Yeah. So they only got a couple folks.
Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Reggie Theus.
Yeah.
Reggie
that lineup right there don't got enough shooting, man. San Antonio was better than them.
Man. And do y'all remember how good MVP D Rose was?
It was a beast.
Yeah, but nah.
D Rose can score. And you combine that with money?
Nah.
Not enough shooting on that roster.
Yeah. They might get that Final Four, but it's suspect. With San Antonio, definitely not in the Final Four. But it's suspect for this team, even though they got Mike. Now there's your finals. There's your finals right there.
Who's up next?
That's your finals.
This bench is ridiculous. This bench
you got the
is
wrong
ridiculous.
lineup. You got the wrong lineup.
Yeah, I got KG higher on the all-time list than Kevin.
Yes.
You got him higher than Mikhail?
Yes. And you got John Havlicek over Kuzi.
Kevin McHale's a top 30, 35 player. KG's on the top 20 fringe.
Yes, absolutely. That's your finals. That's your finals right there. Whoever they playing, that's one of your final squads.
Who's up again?
He missed. Yeah, they got dogs. Reggie Lewis out there.
Yeah, Reggie Lewis is on the bench.
Robert Parrish is on the bench.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum on the bench.
Tatum on the bench.
Ray Allen on the bench.
Yeah, Ray Allen.
They got a squad, dog. They got a squad.
I think this team is number 2 without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think that there's a team that could be built to beat this team.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Who got the third most championship? Who got the first most championship?
Be the Lake Show.
I'm gonna say mine.
Who got the second most championship?
It would be the Celtics.
Who got the third most championships?
It would be the Bulls.
No.
Bulls got 6, and San Antonio got 6.
You about to get your know-it-all call revoked.
Huh?
You about to get your know-it-all call revoked.
Okay.
Go ahead, tell him, Tate. Tell him, Tate.
Golden State Warriors. And they was nowhere to be seen in none of this list.
Facts. Big facts.
Nowhere to be seen in 14 teams.
So let me ask you, who would be the starting 5 for Golden State?
Rick Barry.
Bob Lanier. Did Bob Lanier play center for them? I think Bob Lanier played center.
It was Thurman. Nate Thurman.
Nate Thurman would play center. Steph would play point. Rick Barry would play 2.
Waxed. They're waxed already, though.
Kevin Durant would play 1 forward.
And you probably got to go with Draymond Green.
They waxed already.
Or Webber, Chris Mullen. Mullen.
Chris Mullen. Original Hardaway, Mitch Richmond,
yeah. Sleepy Floyd, yeah.
Third most chips. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I got it.
Claude Bishop, we about to escort Mod to the Matrix. Hey, go put Claude comment up there.
He having the top 14, Big G.
Because he had the bias with the Spurs. He had the bias.
I missed him. I would go ahead and say I missed him. You know what, you guys? I gotta be fair, man. I gotta be fair, bro.
What you gonna be fair about? You putting yourself on the island?
I'm tripping, dog.
Yeah, get on in there. Get on in
I'm tripping, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Get on in there.
It's me. It's me that's in need of prayer.
Look at Rodriguez. Look at Rodriguez taking him to the island.
Hey, no. While you're in there, let me know how Claude and Tim doing.
Yeah, I'll holler at him for you. Hey, but I don't think that there's a team alive assembled that could beat this all-time roster. And y'all know who it is. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And that ain't even the full squad.
It's ridiculous.
That ain't even the full squad. Like, they missing dudes, bro. Jamal Wilkes ain't on that squad, dog. Bob McAdoo ain't on that squad, dog. I mean, Norm Nixon ain't on that squad that he got up there right now. He got Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, George Mikan, Elgin Baylor, James Worthy, and Jerry West. And I'm naming off dudes that we could add to the squad.
So let me ask you a question. Who's getting a rebound on this squad?
What do you mean getting a rebound?
Like, how do you get a rebound on that squad?
Oh.
When the ball come off, LeBron, Shaq, and Kareem are getting everything.
Shoot, Kobe and Magic too. Why you playing? Kobe and Magic, why you playing?
Who's getting a rebound? I just want to know.
Tate. So if you add Norman Nixon, Jamal Wilkes, Bob McAdoo, is anybody else you could add to that team and still make them killers?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a lot of people, but I think that's probably the best 10 you can get though.
Oh, Jamal Wilkes, Tate.
Over who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's 10 you can get, man.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
You might could take Mikan out. You might could take Mikan out.
Mikan in his time was dominant.
Yes.
So if anybody, if you talk about Jamal Wilkes, he's not better than him. Maybe James Worthy. James Worthy only do come off that list, off that team.
No.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm saying of the 10, he's number 10 though.
Yeah, you could. Hey, but listen, you realize that Magic, Kareem, Norm Nixon, Jamal Wilkes, and James Worthy was one time the starting 5 for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's not even fair. Norm Nixon, Magic Johnson, Jamal Wilkes, James Worthy, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the starting 5 at one point for the Lakers.
That's not
fair. That's not fair.
It's wild, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you as we getting ready to wrap this up in the first half of the KnoItAllZ, I just don't see any team like, I mean, you know how in most tournaments you can say, hey, man, if one bounce of the ball go this way, that way. I don't see the Lakers losing a game. Like, I don't even see them losing a quarter.
Mm-mm.
How?
Well,
how?
Just like the championships, it'll be Lakers Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got Bill Russell. You got, I mean, that's a big. You got Bill Walton, Kevin McHale, KG. I mean, there's Damu and Wilt, but they bigs that can go. You got Larry Bird.
Oh.
You got Paul Pierce in the clutch. I mean, Celtics and the Lakers. That's what it'll be.
Yeah. Dennis Johnson.
Final,
Dennis Johnson coming off the bench.
My final four would be L.A., Boston, Philadelphia. Woo! Probably. I might go Houston, bro. I might go Houston. That's my final four.
I like that. I got the same first three you said. And my fourth one would probably be tight. It's between the Bulls and the Spurs. I think
over Houston.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, yeah, Houston tough.
I take.
Well, you got T-Mac. You got T-Mac and Clyde. You can run it money.
Yeah, I might say the Rockets.
Yeah, and run franchise and Derrick Rose.
And I still got Moses Akeem and Ralph Sampson.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. It's too many.
Oh, I just could not ignore the Bulls. I take y'all three. It's the Bulls and the Spurs. That's my top five.
That's the bias. The bias about here, man. The bias.
The Bulls is MJ Love coming through. I mean, you talking about six championships in an 8-year window. We going over the history of franchises, getting people from back in the day. You can't do that.
I feel that. But when I'm saying all of the other teams below them, I think the Bulls beat all the teams below them. You know what I'm saying? I think they beat all the teams below them. You know, do I think they beat the Lakers and the Celtics? Absolutely not. I agree with Tate on that.
They ain't gonna beat the 76ers neither.
And
they ain't gonna beat Houston.
Nah, not with a prime Moses Malone. A prime Moses Malone's is a different maker. He's a different maker.
They got Moses Malone, Yao Ming, Ralph Sampson, all on that team. And who?
Akeem.
Yeah, and Akeem, Yao Ming, Ralph Sampson. No, there's too many. And Moses, they got too many. They're gonna run them out the gym. You talking about who gonna get a rebound? Who get a rebound? They all getting rebounds with them. That sucker come on.
I forgot Yao Ming was over there.
Yeah, man. Chicago out of here. They out of here.
You can lose your bias and still have a Texas team, man. Let's say Antonio down to go Houston.
Yao Ming.
San Antonio down. Get San Antonio. And Chicago.
You know what, man? I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I mean, but MJ, nah, man. I just can't do that. There's too much defense.
That's bias.
Too much defense. I'm gonna stick with
who?
I'm gonna stick the Bulls.
More gonna stop any of the big men.
No.
Moore was good, but he ain't gonna stop none of the big men.
They ain't got no center.
For none of the teams. Maybe Rick Smith. You put Indiana in there and then have Gold State in there. All right, go to break.
Hey, Big G, go ahead and we're gonna go to part 2, man. Take us to part 2.
Thanks again for rocking with the KnoItAllZ podcast this week on a Sunday episode. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break. If you're listening to us on audio, wherever you get your audio podcast, make sure you tune back in after we pay some bills and get a word from our partners.
And we are back, you guys, and we're here.
Look what Claude. Oh my God. Look at Claude. Look what Claude said, man. Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? The Pistons were supposed to be there. My bad. I did leave them off, and I did have them there. I just missed them. I missed them. The Pistons are there. They were actually in place of the Heat, but the Pistons were there. The Pistons were there. We got the mock draft coming. We have the draft coming, man. So talk to me, bro. Like, what you guys thinking about this year's draft?
Well, earlier today, my daughter just got back off a vacation, man, with her family, her extended family, her in-law family. And we were looking at comparable 2023 NBA draft to the 2024 NBA draft. There was a big splash name in last year's draft with Victor. I mean, we went on down. Scoop Henderson was a pretty good guy. And then you go down about Lively, start talking about it. I started looking up averages for players and all whatever else. And this draft outside of Victor is very comparable to last year's NBA draft. I think that there's players. I think there's going to be a lot more players that are going to be critical to the 2024 NBA season to build out depth on rosters. Because let's face it, the Boston Celtics showed you what you got to have. You got to have 6 and 7 serviceable players. The Denver Nuggets showed us that the year before. And I think some of these guys that's in this year's NBA draft is going to add value to teams that really need players to put them in position to chase after a chip.
What you think, Tate? Talk to me.
This draft is not as good as past year's drafts. I can name the players that's on the graphic. Some of the good players. So going left to right, bottom row, you got Stephon Castle, small forward shooting guard from UConn. Really elite level player. 5-star, was only a freshman though, just leaving after freshman year. You got the kid from France, Alex Sarr, S-A-A-R, Sarr,
Yep.
A-R-R. He's supposed to, for a lot of people, he's ranked number 1 in the draft. Then you got the kid, Donovan Cleveland, center from UConn, 7'3", great defender. Then you got Zach Edey, 2-time player of the year. People worried about him being, a liability on the defensive end. Opposite of Cleveland, who's 7'3", he's a defender, true and true. Up top, you got Reed Shepherd, Kentucky, shooting guard. Some people like him ranks number 1 player too.
Yeah.
Then on the other side, you got my favorite to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers and pick 20, Tristan Da Silva. Small forward, Colorado, 6'8", can shoot it. Can defend it a little bit, but he's more the archetype that the Cleveland Cavaliers need in their line. That's why I like him a lot. And then the bottom right corner, you got LeBron James Jr., Bronny. Now, Big-G been saying this for a minute about Bronny going in the first round. I might be apt to roll with him and believe him now, Ma. I mean, I feel like Bronny, it's a first round pick in a not very good draft, right? Not very good draft. Why not go ahead and just gamble on the upside? On the upside, he got another growth spurt coming probably. He's 6'2" now. He's cerebrally, he's a great player. He got it all in there. He's a defender, a willing defender. He checked a lot of boxes, man, and to just take a late pick in the late, early to mid 20s and gamble on him. I'm at why not now?
I've been saying it, Tate. Thank you. I've been saying it. He's a first round pick. He's a first round pick. I've been saying it. I don't know why everybody don't think he's not.
Who takes that chance?
Everybody takes the chance. Go back and look at the 2023 draft after pick number 5 or 6, after the Twins went last year. Those were all chance players. Nobody knew what a guy was going to turn out to be. And that's going to be what's going on. And I found this fact out too after I looked it up today. Do you realize that out of last year's team, there was only 3 players that averaged more than 10 points a game as rookies? And over 80% of the class came off the bench? Why would you not? This class is very similar to last year's class. You get a guy, you get Bronny somewhere between 20-31 or whatever. And because the upside potential is there for him. Bronny going in the first round. I've been trying to tell y'all. And Bronny going to average about 7-8 points a game as a rookie.
I don't think no team in the first round is going to take a chance on.
Bet the corner time.
I'll take the corner time.
15-minute bet, Tate. You heard it. Mark it.
I'll take the corner time.
Bronny going in the first round, bro.
I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. Like, there's nobody here that can use a 6'1" point guard.
He's
nobody.
2.
6'2" point guard.
And that's why I say you get him upside. If you draft him in a weak draft, you're not drafting the plan on usually now.
Mm-hmm.
You putting him on the end of the bench, letting him develop and grow a role and everything. It might be 2 years before he pay out.
What's up, Jess? Jess, I got the corner time bet. I've been trying to tell hey, listen, it's very rare that I talk Tate into what I'm talking about. And I gotta have a lot of facts to back it up to get Tate on my side.
It's very rare that I talk him into
about
it.
99.99999% of the time, where I talk Tate on my side, it comes out to be exactly what I said. Exactly what I said.
I just don't see it, man. I don't see it.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you had the Mavericks winning 4-2. You didn't see the Boston was gonna kill them either. That was just
mobbed them. Sweep. We ain't been on the podcast to clean that one up yet, Tate.
That is right. And I was wrong. Hey, look, I ain't got no problem with saying I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
What it is?
Because I don't walk around here talking about I'm Stradamus, a Nostradamus. I ain't with it. You know what
you
I'm
be
saying?
walking around with the big bias sign on you, and because you don't like Bron, you hating on Bronny.
That's not true. That's not true.
Bro.
My sense. I asked you a legitimate question, and you can't answer that legitimate question.
What's the question?
What team in the first? What is it? 20? How many teams?
Anybody between 20 and 31.
Hold up. How many teams in the first round? How many teams?
Multiple teams have multiple picks. There's 31 picks in totality.
30 picks in the first round.
Okay, so in the first 30 picks, there's only one team that I think that would try it, but I don't see it going.
Multiple teams have multiple picks.
The Lakers
The Spurs are the only one that I would see even taking a shot.
The Lakers looking at him, the Suns looking at him, the Jazz looking at him. Quite a few teams looking at him.
Yeah. I mean, I know people are saying that the G League and all whatever else. Well, I'm trying to tell you, Bronny going in the first round. I'm telling y'all, he going in the first round. But he's going to he's going to be like the whole basically 2023 class last year. They're coming off the bench.
We'll put that last comment back up. That's not the last comment I saw.
What'd you say?
It was Claude, something Claude. Yeah, that's not somebody you want standing by you with a facts battle.
Exactly. Because you know where you're going to end up at. Spurs and Heat will take him, but he has been bought. Yeah. This is politics is just as much as the pick.
Yes.
I agree with that. But like I said, if he goes in the first round, somebody's getting his daddy. It just is what it is. I don't believe in no form, shape, that he's a first round pick. He's not.
Bron ain't going to leave in LA.
He's not a first round pick.
Okay. LeBron ain't leaving LA.
Listen, the youngster from Houston is better than him at point.
Biased. That's biased. We're talking upside potential, Mod.
He's 25 years old.
Yes. He's better.
We're talking upside potential.
I said potential and upside.
Yes. Bronny has, matter of fact, Bronny has got probably in this draft has got top 10 upside and potential. I
heard Kevin Garnett on him and Paul Pierce podcast say that he was at a practice, a workout. He said, man, Bronny got, and now I'm not saying he Kobe. He got what Kobe got, little young 18, 19-year-old that can come in and do a lot of different things. Think about Kobe rookie season, he averaged 6 points.
Exactly.
And the upside played out. The upside played out.
Yeah. And a team in the first round will take him. There's a whole lot of matter of fact, I wouldn't be shocked if a team traded back in to get him. If he falls past a certain point, like he falls past 23, 24, and there's a team to say, look, we're going to go get that boy, somebody going to trade back in and get him.
Never, Tim. That will never happen. That will never happen.
Toronto?
The NBA will never let that happen. The NBA will never let LeBron James.
What was 6-6? That's one of the best things Claude said in a rebuttal in a long time, about 4 weeks now.
Mm-hmm. Agree. But Bronny, I'm telling y'all, Bronny gonna be a lot better. Bronny gonna make a lot of people eat their words. Bronny's gonna make a lot of people. Come back. We're gonna have this conversation in a couple years. He's gonna make a lot of people eat their words, man.
I hear that. What's up to Tate from Facebook? I'm watching the Facebook and watching what everybody is in there.
Because I watch on YouTube. I sent her the link in the text and everything. And she's still on Facebook.
Hey, well, you know, she there. She rocking with us.
Thanks for being here.
Yep. Brian Miller said earlier, if you only can use players from the Knicks franchise, then the Knicks would be the only other team that could challenge.
Shout out to me, B Mill.
Yeah, B Mill, that's biased, bro. I was a diehard Knicker for about 40 years, and they just ain't like that, bro.
Diehard what?
Knicker, New York Knicker.
Knickerbocker. We don't want to confuse it with any other.
They ain't confused. They ain't confused. They know what I meant.
Oh my God, Tate! I'm glad you caught that one, brother. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, if we was on the homies, he know he'd get the big pause.
Oh my God. So look here, man. Let's talk baseball. Let's talk Major League Baseball, man. Where we at?
Mike, you sure you want to talk baseball?
I do.
Okay.
I don't.
Listen, it is what it is. We jump over to the National League. The Phillies are still on the tear. They're 51-26. The Braves 43-32. We are 7 games back. The Nationals are behind the Braves. The Brewers.
2 weeks ago, how many games was you back 2 weeks ago?
Man, it wasn't
7.
It was,
7.
Listen, here it is. I thought it was 6. But
7.
Anyway, the Brewers are 45-33. The Cardinals 39-37. Pirates. G, don't look now. 37-40.
A miracle.
The Reds are at 36-41 and last in their division in the Central. The Dodgers are up 48-31. Padres 41-41. They are definitely even there. We get to the American League. The Yankees are 52-28. Orioles are sticking behind 49-28. Sox are 42-36. The American League Central, the Guardians are still doing their thing. 49-26. Twins behind them at 43-35. The Royals behind them at 42-37. And in the West, the Mariners at 45-35. The Astros at 38-40. And the Rangers at 37-40. You know what I was thinking when I was watching baseball earlier this week? Man, I missed the Montreal. I used to like that when Tim Raines was there. I used to love their uniforms and their hats.
Andre Dawson will just root for the Nationals. Listen, that's who they are.
That's crazy. Card sweep the Giants. Tim Line said the Cubs are forever known as the Trash Panthers.
Hey, listen. That's a fight between Tim and Pay, because Pay. Hey, Tate, I won't never forget when we was on the homies, man. And that first week, and Pay was talking all that cash money about the Cubs, and he was doing the little violin thing and all what else. And I was like, yeah, we're going to be back to revisit this, bro. And look at the Cubs is trash. Matter of fact, I ain't put the trash sign up the whole show. Let me find it. Go ahead, just put him on. I'm going to put it up there for him.
Clark Bishop said 13 more wins, and Big-G, you're wrong again.
Hey, man.
You jumped out there on that one, Big-G.
Hey, it ain't going to be that much over 50. It ain't going to be that much over. Because they got it.
Would have been with the Pirates lose 100 games. So if you say they ain't gonna win 50, you say they're gonna lose 113 games.
They're gonna be somewhere around that 100.
Mm.
It's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be something like that. 98, 99, 100, somewhere in that range.
Paul requested to put you in the magic. I'll be with him on that one.
Okay, that's fine. But they're gonna get 100 losses though.
So look at this, switching gears again, man. I'm gonna tell you, but before we do, let's go to another commercial. G, give us take it to a commercial break.
Thanks again for rocking with us on the KnoItAllZ podcast on a fabulous Sunday. If you're listening to us on audio, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break and a word from our partners. If you're watching us on video, just give us a cause for the pause, and we'll be right back with the KnoItAllZ podcast.
And we are back, man. Look here, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Something happened this week in hip hop, man. I mean, first and foremost, Drake is just taking L's continually all the way through this whole process. I mean, and Kendrick is about to shoot the video for They Ain't Like Us. Sheesh. I want to talk about Kendrick Lamar. We want to talk about Kendrick Lamar and his pop-up concert in LA. Brought Dr. Dre out, bought out all of the sets in California. I'm gonna tell you, man, real quick, you guys. I didn't have Kendrick in my top 5 because I felt like number one, he couldn't beat out Ice Cube, and I don't think that he's close to beating Cube out. But man, I gotta put him. I gotta pull Nas out and insert Kendrick Lamar in my top 5. One, because like I said, you got this man who did a pop-up concert, and you know all of the gangs, whether they be red, they don't get along. Whether they be blue, don't get along. There's so many different neighborhood sets, and he brought them all together. There was no violence. There was no episodes, no nothing. You saw him on stage, and he unified the West Coast. Hadn't seen that in a while. Hadn't seen the whole West Coast stand up. And Kendrick Lamar did that. You know, culturally, he spoke to the West Coast, and he's speaking to the West Coast. And that's something that's huge. So to me, I see this as a man that you know, it never was about him and Drake. It was more about the battle for the culture. And I believe he revitalized the culture. What you guys think about this, man? What do you think about this, Tate? What's your take on it?
Kendrick Lamar is moving up, man. I mean, I don't know if I got him top 5. I would have had him over Ice Cube anyway.
Facts.
You tripping with Ice Cube? And we talk about rap and the culture around here. Ice Cube is a great West Coast rapper. Got into movies and stuff like that. But Kendrick just hit culture different, like you said. Now, when we first started talking about this, my question to you was, could he have done that in 1988? You know,
when you talk about with the Jerry curls and all the curls and dripping.
The Jerry curl gangsters. It was different back then.
Monster Coach and all them that was there. Yeah, I get you. I hear you.
To me, you know, the movie Colors, I mean, that was real back then, man. You know what I mean? So it means he's done no less. He brought an entire city together, you know what I mean, in a pop-up concert. So, you know, so jokers ain't even knowing, like, oh man, we going to the concert next week, man. You know, trying to bring everybody together. We got to be good. We got to be cool. We ain't gonna, you know, we don't want to start no beef. This a pop-up concert. It wasn't no forewarning for this.
Yeah, no, they knew it. We knew about it early enough to where it could go down. We knew about it early because it was on Amazon, to say the least. So it was on Amazon streaming live. So we knew about it long enough for something to happen. It didn't. Why? Because he brought them together. I mean, you know, even though It wasn't Monster Cody and them's Crips that was represented. They were represented though.
Can I ask you this? And RH to the homie, man. Could Nipsey have done the same thing though?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
He's great, but no, he couldn't.
Kendrick is different.
Snoop couldn't either. Snoop couldn't either.
No.
It's a different day and age as far as these gang banging go. I ain't saying it ain't there. I mean, you know, I ain't been out to Cali in 15, 20 years. But I ain't saying it ain't there, but it's a different time, man. So I believe Nipsey and Snoop both would have pulled it off.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Not from a stance that Pyru's and a lot of the red ain't coming out for Snoop like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kendrick is that. He a blood. So, you know, in his neighborhood of Compton, you know, only person that you didn't see represented was Game. And, you know, that's I have to listen to see what Wack 100 is saying about that. But Game didn't.
Game gave Kendrick much props on TikTok that I seen though.
Yeah, the game wasn't there though. The game wasn't there. G, talk to me, man.
Well, first of all, when we did our hip hop show about talking about the greatest artists a while back, I can't remember even what it was. I said Kendrick Lamar was top 5 back then. That Kendrick, I've been rocking with Kendrick for years. I'm talking about before Mad City, I was rocking with Kendrick, man, because his message is he's the only, matter of fact, he said in one of his bars, he's the only guy that could push the button on the West Coast and make it jump off. That was years ago. So he just proved it in one of his bars, what he said. He's the only guy that could do it, right? So Kendrick is our modern day, what meant stuff to us concerning Pac and meant stuff with Big. Kendrick's this generation, the last 10 years generation version of that person. Kendrick is also very community centric in what he does, even though he is blood affiliated and gang affiliated. He's very community centric. Now, Tate, I agree with you in totality that the culture was different. But what's different in LA or in Los Angeles or in California now more than ever is that the gang violence is more spread out. It's not centralized like how it was. So like you can go to Santa Clara, Santa Barbara, Rancho Cucamonga, and they knee deep in gang activity out there. And these youngsters, the way that they affiliate themselves with gangs are completely different than the way back in the 80s. You know, now you might have a set that they don't even fool with none of their other sets, but they both up underneath the same sign. You know, and that, I mean, that even happens here locally. You got kids that are up underneath the same sign, but they beef with each other. So that's why it makes it to me, it's just a little bit different because back then, if an OG said squash it, it got squashed. Now, if OG say squash it, it's gonna jump off, bro. They don't care nothing. Matter of fact, them youngsters don't have no effect, no real.
Why don't we hear about the level of gang violence then and murders and stuff like we did in the late 80s and early 90s? If it's
I could tell you like this.
No, hold on. I'm gonna answer this question because he asked me that earlier. I'm gonna tell you why. Because now there's social media now, and one of the things about social media is it normalizes everything. So as far as stories are concerned, you don't hear it as much in the media because it's not the highlight stuff. But back in the 80s, there was no social media. That's all they were talking about. They were talking about how these LA kids was going across the country and sitting down and established gangs in St. Louis and Houston and Charlotte, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina, and Atlanta, Georgia. They were leaving LA, bringing the drug game and bringing that into that culture. That's why you don't hear about it as much because it's normalized to me, you know?
Yeah, in San Francisco,
it was 327 murders in Los Angeles last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now you tell me at the peak of violence during the gang thing, I bet it was a couple thousand. I bet it's 5 times higher than what it was last year.
I don't disagree with you, but the issue is now it's happening in Rancho Cucamonga. It's happening in Santa Clara. It's happening in Santa Barbara. It's happening in Oakland. It's happening in Sacramento. See, back then it was all
San
locked
Francisco,
in.
San Francisco and Oakland are hot spots right now where it's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down.
The gang culture and gang violence ain't close to what it was 30 years ago. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So my point here,
Wait, put that back up with Tim.
He was talking about Seattle.
Because a lot of Los Angeles guys moved to Seattle.
Yeah. Here's the deal. My thing is about the Kendrick move. I think it was dope, and I think when you start to look at his discography, he's moved into my top 5. He's moved into my top 5. Still don't think and the reason why I give Cube the homage that I do is
keeping Cube in the top 5.
I keep him there. He's 4.
Take Nas out.
Yeah, Nas got to come out. The reason why
Who's your 3?
So if we're talking like my big 3 is gonna remain Big, Pac, J. You know what I'm saying? And then Cube, and then Kendrick.
Okay.
If it was just lyricism, Claude, I'm gonna be honest with you, because Claude is a lyricist. He respects lyricism. My list would be different if we were talking about lyricism. But when we're talking about MCs, we got to encompass everything. I mean, KRS-One is one of the best lyricists we've ever seen. Rakim is the dog. He's probably king of them all if we're talking about lyricism, right? But we're talking about MCs. And with Cube wrote Straight Outta Compton. Most of that record was his. That's a classic. Death Certificate, classic. America's Most Wanted, classic. His pen evolved. He started writing movies. He was in one of the biggest cult movies that we had in Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? Cube is just the epitome of West Coast rap. When you think about West Coast rap, you think of Ice Cube. Now, when you're thinking about West Coast rap, you think of Kendrick Lamar.
Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and DNA. Cut the deck. There ain't no rapper out there that's even close to that. Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and DNA?
No, sir. You're forgetting the album. What's the name of that album with shut up, be humble. What's the name of that album?
DNA.
That's not the name of that album.
The name of the album is DNA, bro. How you gonna tell me?
I think the name of that album is something different, man.
No, the 3 albums is Mad City, The Pimp a Butterfly, and DNA. That he's up in front of a red background. I listen to it almost every day.
Ugh.
I'm telling you,
it's Damn. That's the name of that album.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I knew that wasn't the name of it.
A Claude Big G wrong again.
All I know is I had Kendrick in the top 5.
Loud. I said the other day, Big G think he'll talk you off what you believe in when he talk loud.
I said it last time. He's in my top 5, and he gonna stay in my top 5. He been there. I ain't late on this one. I've been early.
40 water. I see it. What's up, nephew Devontae? Yeah,
Thanks, Khalifa.
Yeah, Face Mob would be one of the top MCs. Yeah.
Glaze over your comment. Yeah, I know you were first time viewer. Thanks for joining me.
Khalifa, we did not glaze. We did glaze over that, didn't we?
Well, so Damu was on earlier talking about track. Khalifa is a state championship, is a state winner in the 100-meter hurdles in Ohio State high school championships hurdles.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. E40 got 26 albums. 40 watt. He got a whole bunch of them. And Claude said
2 or 3 of them. I love E40. His songs, not his album so much, except for the what's the one with Dustin Disgusting on it? And
we're talking about the Click, that album with the Click.
Yeah.
Tired of being stepped on.
It was that it was like I said, it was I'll find the name of the album.
Yeah, but definitely, you guys, I think honestly he's been moved into the and I appreciate what he did for the coast and what he did for the culture. We're getting ready, man, to wrap this thing up, but we got one more topic that we want to get to. Let's see here. I wanna definitely. We talked about Kendrick. We talked about the draft. There was one more here that we wanted to just go ahead and step into. It's this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
In a major way.
Oh, in a major way. I'm gonna play this clip, you guys, and We're gonna talk about it. Some tough stuff. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh, wow. Chris Rock will never get over that, ever. I'm not saying he even has to apologize. I'm saying that while I watch him and Martin Lawrence promoting this movie, he has to sit down and talk to the black community. You can see all the white people around Will Smith all you want to. Black folks have loved and revered this man for decades. Everybody makes a mistake. This is not hatred. I love Will Smith still, but you gotta have a conversation as to why you did that. I'm just saying, a lot of folks ain't get over that. A lot of folks find it hard to just go to the movies to watch you. I'm one of those people, and I never missed a Will Smith movie.
So I have a friend who said that they're not going to watch the new Bad Boys because of this too. So this is a real issue. It's not something that you know is contrived or Stephen A. Smith is just talking about to get views and be loudmouth about it. What do you think, man? I'm gonna go ahead with you, and then I'm gonna bounce off your thoughts. What do you think about this, G? Should Will Smith say something about the slap, or should he leave it in the past?
Will Smith should do the honorable thing and have a public apology for what he did to Chris Rock.
He already did it.
Right, but how he on a bigger platform?
Then YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I know this. I know I didn't go see Bad Boys, not necessarily because of that, but I didn't go see it because, and I respect Will as an artist, but there's a lot of shenanigans.
I thought you wouldn't seen Bad Boys.
No, I wouldn't seen, what's the name of the In and Out or Inside Out, whatever the thing was. And I got free tickets. I got free tickets right now sitting upstairs on my dresser. I didn't go, right? And it's not so much because of that. It's just that, and I'm going to say this, me personally, I hate black on black issues. I hate it with a passion. Like, I'm talking about, like, I'll be ready to fight somebody behind black on black issues because we fought so long for a right to do anything. And to get out in front of a bunch of group of people and show some type of buffoonery, I'm not with that. I've never been with it and I never will be. And I'll check it first. So versus me just staying in my corner and not really saying too much about it, I don't support it. It's my money. I can do with what I want, you know? So I don't disrespect him. I think he's done great things, but I think personally, he needs to do something to ramify. If it's nothing more to him and Chris Rock to sit down and have a conversation. I don't know. I just think that did a lot of damage. And it might be why Hollywood got up behind him and promoted this project because, you know, he did a lot of damage, man. You know, that's just me.
Yeah, the box office is still chinging right now, and they're doing a good job. Talk to me, Tate Boy Fresh. Holla at me.
Hey, man, I'm a staunch Will Smith supporter. It have been for almost 30 years now. That's initially started because my cousin Pierce been working with him for the past 30 years. So I go to see all Will Smith movies at the movie just to get that support, even the whack ones, even Wild Wild West, even After Earth. I just seen some whack ones. You know what I mean?
After Earth was whack. Yeah. So,
but I've seen them in the theater. Now, I do feel like that was not the proper place, the platform to do that on the Oscar stage.
Facts.
That's the only thing I got to get it. He did the only thing I got against him. Not even against him. The only thing I got against what happened was that on the Oscar stage. I don't know about y'all, but maybe not now. I'm 50-some years old now. Even I know I don't look like it though. I'm 50-some years old now, but back in the day, how did y'all be saying something about my wife or something like that, man? Don't stop. I'm making stop. You know what I mean? I think Big G feel the same too. It's easy to sit back and say, "Oh yeah," but if somebody said something about Miss Gurley and was relentless with it, Big G has something to say about it. I don't care where it's at.
I might have more something to say about it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You want to slap a joker? That's just what happened. It's just that it was on the Oscar stage, and that was just a big platform where everybody seen it, and it looked bad. But Will Smith don't owe nobody nothing but an apology to Chris Rock. He gave that to Chris Rock already. He went on He went on and gave a video. I'm open to talk to him whenever you want to talk. He did all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't have nothing against it. I really, and it took a lot of restraint for Chris Rock not to do nothing.
Facts. And his brother too, because his brother about that life.
Yeah,
Tony's about that life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just saying I'm more disappointed. Not more, because I get why he didn't. But if I'm Chris Rock, then you just let me now. We're gonna tear this Joker up. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's the thing, you guys. I believe Will did his due diligence, and Stephen A. saying what he said. I get it. You're on the press run for this movie, and there were a lot of people who asked about, that. And I mean, there was a big slap in this movie, and I'm sure he did that on purpose. My thought process on this whole thing is that, honestly, I feel like he honestly came from his heart, right? He came from his heart. He was wrong for the slap, where it happened, how it happened. He was wrong. He could have easily, he had access to backstage. So he could have easily slid on backstage. Soon as Joker came off, then he caught a couple of knuckle sandwiches. It just would have been what it was at that point. That was the right time and the right place for all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't in front of the cameras to do it. Who knows? People say it was initiation. It was this, it was that. All I know, it was the wrong time to do it. Now, he did apologize. He did take and apologize. Once he apologized, I'm with you, Tate, that this is no longer the public's issue. It's no longer the public's issue. He apologized to him in public. Now it's a Chris Rock and it's a Will Smith issue, and them two guys got to work it out. And like you, G, I got to side with you on this. I want to see us as African American people come together instead of stay duplicit and stay apart.
You know what? But you know what makes it bad or worse? Because the timing of it, bro. See, we live in this technology age. Everything is always out there, And he, regardless to me of what he does, unless it's like really revs up, it'll always be not a current event but a known event. And it's the we're in an age where everything is recorded, everything's documented. So it's a hard deal, bro. It's a hard deal.
Claude, I totally agree with you there. He should have apologized that night. Should have apologized that night. For real talk.
Yeah, how many times y'all been in a fight and apologize to somebody in the same time you got in a fight with them?
Never.
Don't happen. But again, wrong platform. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, but now that was the Will Smith part of it. What does he owe? Stephen A. Smith go?
Oh yeah.
Stephen A. Smith been going down for about the past year. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, hey. But that's what I was saying to you.
Stephen A. can kick rocks.
This is no longer the general public issue, and for you to be spreading it like that, this is between Chris and it's between Will. Them two gotta forgive each other. You know what I'm saying? And move past it. But hey, man, the talking heads want to say what the talking heads say. That's why you come to the KnoItAllZ, because we ain't just talking heads. We gonna give you the 1-2, and we're gonna make sure that we say something to you that's gonna stick with you and stick with your bones. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be tight, but it's gonna be right. Man, look here.
The movie was great though.
The movie was
my daughter went and seen it. She said it was excellent, Kev. My daughter went last night and watched it.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Bad Boys 2 is the best one. No, hands down.
My daughter said no. My daughter said Bad Boys 3 is the best one.
I say 4.
Bad Boys
the
2.
new one. My daughter said the newest one is the best one.
No, yeah, me too.
2, 1, 4, 3. That's it. 2, 1, 4, 3.
You got 4 ranked 3?
Yeah. 2, 1, 4, 3.
By far, that movie had Martin with good comedy in it, lots of good action in it.
I didn't laugh as much as everybody else did. But you know what?
That's you.
That's what I'm going to say. It's in the eye to beholder.
My daughter said the cinematography for that movie was excellent.
Yeah.
And my daughter's a big time critic.
Oh yeah, the cinematography was.
Is
I mean, they used drones. They picked up a lot of good stuff. I mean, it was a lot of good
The
scenes.
movie was great. That was the best one, Big G.
My daughter said it.
If you ever watch it when it comes to TV, you watch it. Tell me what you think. The best one.
Yeah.
Live chat. If you've seen it, which one was the best one? If you've seen the latest one,
I'm gonna say, like I said, I'm gonna say 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3.
I ain't seen it, so I can't critique it. But I'm gonna go off my daughter. You said it too.
I got 4, 1, 2, 3.
That's what my daughter said. So I ain't seen it yet, but Tate, you said it. My daughter said I'm riding with it.
I want to read this comment. Black Lace Hair Salon said, I just want to say I appreciate y'all's consistency. I finally took a Sunday off just to listen. I'll share your links all the time because y'all are great. Keep pressing, fellas.
Appreciate it, Jesse. Hey, man, you don't got to take a Sunday off. Play us in the shop.
Yeah.
Play us in the shop, bro.
Yeah, put it up on the big screen TV. Go to the YouTube channel and put us on in there. Feed it, bro. Matter of fact, Jess, when I get a chance, I'll bring some flyers and stuff around there and drop it off, man, so you can have it. Shop to give people that they can watch the know-it-alls. I'll make sure I do that sometime within the next week or two.
Right. All right. So you guys, you know what time it is, man. We are here up on our parting shots, man. Let's do this, man. I'm going to start with my big homie, my big brother, Big G. Know he got something to say. Yo, G, you got something to say.
Hey, man, it's been a great opportunity to be back on the Know-It-Alls again for another show, man. You know, that's number one. And because, you know, it's in the summertime and, you know, people got lives and vacations and all whatever else. But we had a great audience today. So I can't even get to what I want to get off my chest personally until I say thank you for all those people that was listening to us live and rocking with us, man. Because even though all of us don't always agree as far as the Know-It-All is concerned, we still come together on one platform to do what we do.
We're not supposed to agree.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. Hey, so listen, man, this is my parting shot. What I want to put focus on or just talk about, man. And I think all of us on the Know-It-Alls has a little bit of thing that they're passionate about concerning sports. I think Tate for sure, NBA, he's 100%. I think Mod for sure, 100% is NFL. Even though me and Tate love the NFL, I think that Mod's passion and his bias for the Cowboys is even more than me and Tate's love for the Steelers. But really, to be honest, my passion is college football. I love college football, man. I love everything about college football and everything about high school football. That's where I live. That's where I'm gonna go to die. In high school football and college football, man. So I just want to shine light on a kid, Travion St. Clair, out of my neck of the woods in Bellefontaine, Ohio. Travion St. Clair just went to the Elite 11 out in California and became the nation's #1 high school football player in the country. He is really that good, you guys. I'm going to get an opportunity to see him this year in high school play. I'm going to see him play at least one high school game. I'm going to try to get to 2 because they're talking about now a standing room only to see him. This kid really is that good, man. And so I'm shining a light on him because I want to shine a light on Ohio athletics. We finally done worked it out. We got 7-on-7 camps now. And Ohio athletics is coming back with a barnstorm. Tate, when me and you were kids, Ohio high school athletics rivaled the Texas and the Georgias and the Californias as far as the product that we put out of Ohio for high school football and high school basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2025, 2024 started off. 2025 is going to bring it in. 2026 is going to seal the deal. Ohio high school athletics is back in the building. It is ready. We have some of the best players in the country. And so that means that's going to be big things going on for my Buckeye boys because we ain't letting these jokers out of here. We're going to sign them on the dotted line, Tate. We're going to still nationally recruit. We're going to go to Georgia. We're going to go to California. We always go down to Texas and steal. With some of our best players, Jackson Smith and Juka, J.K. Dobbins. I'll run down the list. We done been down there stealing for years. But what's happening in Ohio is we're back. We're back. So I want to give a shout out to all those kids who are playing and participating in Ohio high school athletics. You guys are back and you guys are shining big time, man, on the national platform. So big ups to you guys in Ohio.
Man, G, Tim Line says 22 days till G gets a lesson in NCAA.
Tim, you see, let's keep it classic. Nintendo, I'm gonna beat the brakes. I wish I should live stream me beating the brake shoes off of him, bro.
Here's the thing, G. I'm gonna have to get out here on the corner and shuck and jive and do a dance, and because it number one, it's not playing on my Xbox One. So I'm either gonna have to upgrade to the newest Xbox, or I'm gonna have to get a PS5, and I got to do it. I got 22 days to get it done. So if y'all out there in chat land and you love me, I got to get a PS5.
I want to live stream. Listen, I thought about wanting to live stream it on the KnoItAllZ just so I can beat it down.
Y'all might not see me for a week or two, man. That's my favorite game. NCAA football is my favorite game, and I gets in it. Hey, Tate. Your parting shot, man. You up, baby.
Yeah, man. Piggybacking off what Big G said, I had one thing. That was just really to thank everybody. I'll get into that. But to piggyback off what Big G said, we had a great guest today, Damu-Cherry Mitchell, to talk about, from Star Athletics, Olympian Damu-Cherry Mitchell. My sister-in-law, appreciate her joining us, talking about what's going on. And don't forget, when we get off here tonight at 8:45, in 45 minutes, let's turn to NBC and watch some of this track and root some of these guys on.
Big facts.
My other thing, going off what Big G saying about Ohio high school athletics, we hopefully, I know we're gonna have Lyman Senior basketball coach Q, Quincy Simpson, gonna come on the show with his son. What's supposed to be a Father's Day show? NBA player Xavier Simpson from the University of Michigan. We've already talked to Q and stuff. We're gonna set that up sometime in the near future. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get a star player on little Sean Foster, baby Sean. Mm-hmm. So he's like the 7th best player in the country, Big G.
Something like that. And now Willie Foster over there with him. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Lamaseer gonna get a chip.
Oh wait. Willie left and not
LCC. He left LCC and he lay over there at Lima Senior.
Oh God.
Q done Katie barred the doors, bro.
Oh God.
It's
about to get ugly.
It's gonna be something. So hopefully,
it's about to get ugly.
Hopefully we can get all them guys on sometime soon, because we can talk about, because it was a Father's Day show about Q and his being a father and his coaching, and Xavier's journey from AAU to high school basketball, to being Mr. Basketball State of Ohio, to I believe going to 2 Final Fours in Michigan, and grinding and still grinding and making it to the NBA for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Facts.
But like I said, the last thing I wanted to say, man, was just about everybody's support, the KnoItAllZ, the live chat. We have fun every Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. Was this one thing I want all y'all to do? Whoever you closest to, whoever you next to right now, not even right now, even when you go to work, ask somebody, let me see your phone, take their phone and go to YouTube and subscribe to us and tell them, or just tell them about us too. We're really trying to get these followers up. We've been going in hard. We've been putting in a lot of work the past few months to try and bring you good content, a good product. We all got our different personalities, but they all blend together in different ways. So, we appreciate your support, appreciate everything. Every week you guys come, and that's what to say. Thanks for that. That's my final thought.
Love it, man. Love it, man. And I appreciate everybody here. Like I know it sounds like a love fest, but we really do thank you. Claude said, all jokes aside, you guys are simply the best show on the net. You guys make Sunday evenings really fun. We love messing with you, Claude. We love the fact that you are the Matrix Bishop. We love that you go in and you keep the Matrix tidy, because sometimes when, it's places like that, it'd be cobwebs up in the corner. We know that you are going to keep the Matrix right. We know you're going to keep
Claude the homie, he's a fierce supporter, though. He said a lot of crazy stuff, Matrix-worthy stuff. But he a fierce supporter. He be here every week.
Yeah, and thank you, Afton Chat General. Tim Lyons said, my wife even laughed at you saying that you were going to beat me, talking about G.
We'll see it. We're going to see it.
Claude said, Tim by 5 touchdowns.
Put him back in.
Tim said, I have no co-workers. I work from home, fam. But I'll continue to support.
Yeah, you got people up there in Seattle, Tim, up in the great Northwest.
Thomas said this show is appointment viewing. I plan around it. And Claude said the Matrix is where the truth lies.
I don't know about all that, Claude. I don't know about all that truth over there in that Matrix. I don't know about all of that over there, man. I know who reside over there. Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah, he'll escort you. He'll definitely escort you over there. You know what, you guys? Last week I wasn't here because I got caught in the moment. I just want you guys to share in my family a little bit. My sister died 2 years ago on the 22nd, 2 days after her birthday. Her birthday is her birthday was June the 20th. And 2 years ago, she died on the 22nd. And I was at work. They called me, and my mother was frantic. It was wild. I'm holding it together while I'm talking. But it was wild. It was a wild experience. I had to go with my mama to identify the body. They brought the body out. I still remember that night. Just popped in my head. It's ingrained. But one of the things that I realized when I took off of the show on Sunday was we have to create moments. You have to create moments away and outside of the house, away from the job. And you have to, love your loved ones while they're here. Make sure that you tell your people you love them. Make sure that you tell them that you care. Because the next moment they might not be here, and it's a really simple message. I'm not going to belabor the point. I'm just going to let you know that you have to create moments. And sometimes those moments is going to cost you a little bread, it's going to cost you a little money. It's going to cost you a little time, but you need to create those moments. You need to pull away and create those moments because it's not just special for you. It'd be special for everyone involved. Right? They need to know you care. You need to know that they care. And now, last week I went back and I found a message that she sent me and my sister, just telling us that she loved us. And time works this way. Time has you. You don't have time. And what I mean by that is that time has control of you. You live in time. You don't number your time. You don't know how much time you have, but while you're here, you need to make sure that you maximize that time. And part of maximizing that time is spending time with the people that matter most and creating moments, creating memories, and maximizing those moments and memories that you have with that person, that you have with those people. You know what I'm saying? You could say it till you're blue in the face. I would tell you sometimes Tate get under my skin. Sometimes G makes me want to pull out what little hair I have, but I love them so fiercely that we make up and we play with each other's cars and race car sets again. We friends the next day. It is what it is, and it doesn't always have to be full of drama and suspense like we had. It doesn't have to be always, throwing paint at the walls. But what it does need to be is it needs to be special. And you need to take that time out to create a moment with your person, with your friend, with your partner, with your mama, with your daddy, with your auntie, with your nieces, with your nephews. Create that moment so that they know that you care and that you know that they care. This is Marge Moments, no pun intended. I'm done. What we got, man? What we got? We got anything before we get out of here?
No, just make sure you check me out if you get a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's out there listening to us on the Level Up College Football Podcast. Tomorrow, me and Andy P. Last week we did our ACC preview. Tomorrow we're doing the Big 12 preview. Or the Big 12 preview. Getting ready because, listen, the countdown is here. My kids was telling me today, and family was telling me today, Dad, I'm so ready for football. I don't know what it's going to take. So there's a lot of people, not just my family, a lot of people that's amped up and ready to ride for this football season. So check me and Andy P out for sure.
Hold on, G. While you said that, let's get to this. I love it, man. You know, Tate makes some good graphics. Tate be putting together the graphics for the program. And I love it. That's all of us. That's everything that we do. G just mentioned his program, but we want to make sure that we put you on everybody from B-Dirt, who was missing this weekend, missing in action, to Pay, to Relly Hall, to G and Tate on Pump Your Brakes, the homies on Friday night. Man, just let's let this audience be like a big party every time we get together, man. Let's let it be like a big party. I appreciate it growing and we're getting people who we never saw and who've never been here. Y'all stayed with us. 30 of y'all stayed with us during this whole time, and I'm super happy about it. Tate, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
You know I always do, man. I'm going back to your mom's moments. Yeah, I mean, take time out to let the ones, your loved ones, know that you love them. You know what I mean? Completely agree with that. What I don't agree with, not hard to deal with. How you gonna do it all the time? That joker up there in the top right hand corner hard to deal with.
No way.
Ma, no. Who harder to deal with, me or Big G?
That's a toss up, bro. Like, it's a toss up. It's a toss up, man.
So much more realistic than Big G.
Oh, okay. So you are. You're that. You're definitely that. You're more realistic than Big G. But when y'all both go off, y'all, it's that light skin thing. When y'all go off, y'all just go off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go bad. Go for bad. And you're just sitting there just shaking your head like, wow, okay.
Because it's bias.
Hey. Big G, what would Shonda say about you? Because my wife would disagree with me. My wife would say I'm hard to get along with. What would Shonda say about you?
She wouldn't say that. Me and my wife don't hardly. I can't tell you the last time me and my wife had an argument or a disagreement.
I ain't talking about arguing. I'm talking about as she sees me interact with other people. As she sees me interact with y'all. I don't know why you always trying to.
She wouldn't say that. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say you hard to get along with. She would say that. She wouldn't. But she would say that we all have our moments concerning us three, because she would say that all of us are very strong alpha male type people. And so when you put three alpha males in a room, oh, that's a hard deal.
And some furniture gonna get moved around.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Shaq Barkley and Ernie. Kenny, get him out of here. He ain't awful. But Shaq, Barkley, and Ernie is three alphas. Yeah, so that they talking about moving furniture, knocking down Christmas trees, racing to the board. That's all the stuff we do. We just ain't all in the same space.
Let's just not ever. Well, we do want to win an award. Let's win a podcast Emmy, but don't none of y'all argue with me on the Emmy or say nothing bad, because you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna look bad because I'm a Will Smith you.
We're gonna be moving some furniture around. I promise you that. We're gonna be moving some furniture around.
Thomas said Saint Big G wife.
She is a saint. She is a saint. She is a saint. She put up with me.
God. Oh my God. So G, I know you better have tells you that you're wearing a ridiculous hat.
Claude, my wife bought me this hat.
Claude, man, he cannot stand Ohio State, boy. That boy can't.
He's a hater. I can't. But Claude, that's why you need to come watch me on Level Up tomorrow, bro. Because I got something going on with Penn State, man. I got a little playoff preview. I already done picked my teams. So you might want to come over there and check it out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern
Penn
Standard.
Penn State going to the playoffs.
I got them in.
They may get they may just get there. They may just get there. Gee, you got Colorado going?
Heck no.
What?
Yeah, I said the other day on the homies, Big G brought up Colorado. He said if they 7-5. I said the thing about Colorado. When I say Big G, I said y'all remember that show Basketball Wives? Remember Evelyn?
Yep.
That was well, I don't remember she messed with Ocho Cinco. Her NBA husband was, who was it? Can't remember who it was. But anyway, she used to call some of them women, bad word, you a bad word factor. That's what Colorado is. A non-beep factor.
Mm-hmm. No, Colorado ain't in the playoff, man.
In the playoffs? Come on, don't fix your Colorado playoffs don't belong in the same sentence.
Wow. I can't wait. We have a couple more weeks. We ain't got.
Well, let me ask, and then we're done. Let me ask, and then we're done. We're done. So, and I need to hear from both of y'all. So, if Colorado doesn't go to the playoffs, what happens to Deion Sanders?
He's going to be coaching your Dallas Cowboys next year. Book it. Book it.
That's a burner.
Book it. Mike McCarthy will be fired at this year with the Dallas Cowboys, and Jerry Jones is going to bring that dude back home to the ranch. Book primetime Sanders in the Dallas Cowboys next year. Book it.
I don't think that's happening. I think the expectation shouldn't be that high on Deion this year because he had a 1-win team the year before he came. What did he win? 4 games last year?
Yeah.
4 games last year. If he wins 7 games this year, 6 or 7 games, he's going in the direction they want to see him go.
Yeah.
So I think he's back in Colorado.
Yeah, I don't believe. I believe he squeaks out like last year. He lost 2 more than he should have. This year, I believe he squeaks out 2 more than he should have.
So what should he win?
So 9 games. I think. Huh?
Adding 2, you said squeaks out 2 more than he should, so that's 11 now.
Well, no, 9-3. I think it'll be like 9-3.
No way will he see the playoff at 9-3.
9-3.
No way. They ain't winning 9 games though.
I don't think they win 9 games. Yeah,
they ain't winning 9 games.
Well, we're gonna have to explore that next week. We'll definitely.
That's why you need to come. That's why you need to watch the Level Up College Football podcast tomorrow too, because me and Andy gonna be talking about the Big 12.
Well, I think you're gonna level down because some of the stuff you talking level down. Hey man, we out of here, man. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll holler at you next week. We out of here. Peace.